Welcome back to Let's Play Master of Orion Master of Orion 2, part 22 or so. So last time I discovered that someone else became the Master of Orion before I did, because I hesitated a lot longer than I should have, and that disappointed me. So let's see if we can make them regret ever being born. But first we gotta wipe out the Bulrathi, because I accidentally started a war with them, and quite frankly, I don't think it'll take long to go through these guys. As a matter of fact, no, I think I'm just going to be procedural. Going to head to the closest place, take it over, move on to the next one, and so on and so forth. Small ultra rich, I'll take it. This will be fast. I've got a pretty big fleet. As you can see, I'm occupying 2 lines. Battle 1. We invade, we take it, and move on to the next place. Got 125 ground combat score, which is pretty good even against them. Space monsters coming through the galaxy, not that dangerous. By the time he comes, you can like bribe him and have him go onto some other system, but usually your local defenses are enough to destroy him, so kinda reduces the mystique and the threateningness and all that. Alright. Now we just leave a couple ships behind. Leave a couple sages, move on to the next place. Boom. Ursa. I'll take it. Medium arid poor. I won't take that one, I don't think. Just have it on auto battle here. Done. Invade. Maclar may provide an adequate challenge, but these guys I'm mainly mopping up against. High energy focus is an amazing technology. I always put off getting power way too late in the game. You should research power much sooner than I did. Megafluxers give you 25% more space on all ships, flat out, which is amazing. High energy focus is a system you can put on. It makes all beams do 50% more damage. As I'm sure you've noticed, I use beams a lot, which makes this an extremely valuable technology. Scouts arrive in the Ursa system. That's fascinating. They finished terraforming, good for them. They need to deal with their pollution problems, just like we do on Earth. And after that, build whatever you want. Alright. Oh man, they did not have good technology. If they had all this stuff left unbuilt, that's a bad thing. I mean, good core buildings, but that's where it ended. And that's on their homeworld, which is usually one of the more developed planets. Usually. I'm gonna send the bulk of the fleet ahead. I'm just gonna leave behind a couple of basic ships, and they can mop up what's left. We'll go to the Pesci system. That sounds like my kind of system. Select combat at Ursa. Destroy them. In one shot. Bombard. Hey, this is going pretty quick, eh? Ultra Rich Heavy G. Wow, these are both 2 pretty good planets. Invade. This one could be kind of a fierce fight for it. Actually, I didn't lose a single troop. I take it all back. But it could have been. Yes, that is overconfidence you're hearing in my voice. Alright. In the next video, I'm probably going to off-screen going through it and going through all my planets and getting... The main thing is the Galactic Cybernet up. But I'll probably build a bunch of the other basic buildings too. Cool. As I've stated, I'm not doing artificial planets, even though they're pretty great technology. because that's just what we do. I'm sure you're starting to see a lot of the micromanagement problems coming up. And I like to have all of my planes pretty much good at everything, which I know has a bit of inefficiency to it. Why are all those Meklar coming to Thog? They're at war with the Illyrians, that's why. I kind of like having the Illyrians alive right now, because I don't want other people to keep getting credit. So, I'm going to keep our eye on that situation. I wonder if the Illyrians have the strength to fight them off. That doesn't seem too bad. I bet they do. It's not a very impressive fleet that Meklars have there. It's like combat at Pesci. Oh, Barathi. I pity them so much. Can you imagine being a soldier in their fleet right now? That's just depressing. Alright. To our energy absorber, you take a little bit less damage, fire it back. HyperX capacitors is another technology I really like. You go into the battle with 2 beam weapons charged. So you get to fire them once, and then you get to fire them again. So you effectively get double the firepower in your first turn. After that, it needs an extra turn to save up, which makes it work really well in conjunction with something like a cloaking device. So, something to consider. I don't really do... There are some cheap tricks you can do with cloaking devices, especially one called the phasing cloak, which makes it impossible to target you. That technology is broken, and we won't, knock on wood, we won't be using that trick, because that's just, it's cheap, it's game breaking. There are some things you can do to get a large amount of firepower in this game. I'm going to start the C's behind, actually, except that one. That one's too important. And I really should be sending more transports with those, so I guess the fastest way is probably whatever. Probably through Basola. Alright. It looks like the Meklar successfully destroyed some Illyrian places. That's a bad sign. I want them around so I can take care of them. So I may declare war on the Meklar, even though it's a bit sooner than I'd really be comfortable with. Which I guess would make me a hero. This is just the auto battle going right now. Because, I don't know, this is pretty stock battle. Battle 1. Invade. Firing. The Trolarians can live. Alright. And this is the final thing to research in the power tree. Neutronium bombs are a really good bomb, plasma torpedoes. Torpedoes are weapons that you can fire once every 2 turns. The proton torpedo is one I researched. It's kind of useless. It combines the fact that you can only fire them every other turn, property of torpedoes, with the inaccuracy of warheads. Aside from that, it's pretty much a beam, because it travels instantly. I guess you can make them enveloping. You can't do that with a lot of beams. There's only 1 or 2 that you can do that with. Alright. Looks like the Darloks actually had a pretty big empire at one point. It's gotten awfully small, though. Well, it doesn't exist anymore. They lost an awful lot of their crap. Alright, you guys are polluting. Build yourselves an atmospheric renewer that reduces pollution by 75%. Alright. I don't know how the Illyrians lost that fight. The Meklar didn't seem to have that many places, but yeah, let's talk to them. Maybe I can be really unreasonable and they'll declare war on me. Demand. I demand Zentronium armor. Alright, they didn't like that. We're at war. Good negotiations, everybody. Negotiations were short. Alright, I'm going to save it here. the arbitrary leg, and I will see you next time on Let's Play Master of Orion 2.